How y'all folks doing this fine day? It's Gator here. I'm so glad you stopped in to see me today. Today we're going over the Great Chicago Fire of 1871. They had a drought. And what the biggest problem was on October the 8th, 1871. And before the Great Chicago Fire, they had the Saturday Night Fire. And it destroyed the Lowell and Holmes planting mill. It also destroyed 4 square blocks and cottages. It took out cottages. All right. It's 8 blocks. All right, that is how far away it was when it first started. The fires first started in or around the O'Leary barn. All right, the O'Leary barn. It was the O'Leary's family property was in Deep Coving. Who saw it first? Well, Daniel Sullivan. He saw it first, and he was directly across the street when it happened. He saw the fire coming from the barn. All right, and when he tried to go in there and save it. Well, he shouted, "Fire! Fire!" and he ran into the barn. All right, and it happened about 8:30 to 9:45. Okay, and he tried to save 5 cows, a calf, and a horse. And you know what the neighbors did? Oh, would they have marshmallows or whatever? No, they said they congregated and they watched the fire. All right, and then buildings were made out of balloon framing. This changed a lot for the next when they rebuilt it. They changed it. 90% was made out of wood. The whole thing was made out of wood. All right, and then it was highly combustible. Tar or shingles was on top of the roof. All right, that was pretty interesting. The sidewalks and the roads were made out of wood too. All right, and it had the main thing was it had a lot of high winds. It had a lot of high winds. And it had flying embers, fire devils, and they had 185 firefighters at the time. Okay, they had 17 horse-drawn steam pumpers. The delay was caused because the dispatch went to the wrong location. It was called to the wrong location. What type of alarm was available at the time? They had telegraphy key systems. That was pretty cool. Faulty alarm system. That was wrong. And they had fatigue from the previous fires. They was all tired from fighting other fires. By the time the firefighters arrived, the fire was growing and spreading to the central business district. Okay. South branch of Chicago River. That is it. How did it jump over there? They couldn't believe it. They thought it would stop it, but it didn't. The wind carried flaming debris across there. Mayor Roswell B. Mason, he contacted all the county other places around and asked for help. Okay, in the courthouse, the main thing that they wanted to do, they released the jail prisoners, and the prisoners scattered all over and took off. The courthouse was thought to be fireproof. All right, the Great Bell was what collapsed. It collapsed in there. Burning of the waterworks building. That's what dried it up, their water, where they couldn't fight the fire anymore. How tall was the fire? It was over 100 feet tall. All right, the rain helped put it out. The stockyards and a new packing plant was saved. It didn't catch on fire. All right, there was over 2,000 acres that burned. 1,700 buildings were destroyed. They had 300 casualties. Okay. Homeless. There was 28% homeless. Okay. It cost $222 million at the time. The railroad tracks helped in building the Chicago back. They wasn't damaged either. The General Sheridan, he enforced martial law. Can you believe that? Martial law was in America in 1871 for about 2 weeks. Chicago Relief and Aid Society was one of the ones that helped build it back. Okay. Uh, the key concern was price gouging. They was worried about that. The officials were. Um, well, what positive effects? What positive things happened out of it? Well, you got stricter building codes. That's one. It had economic growth. All right, and you had the Chicago Library. Okay, you had the urban planning. You had global relief donations. Everybody was sending money in. The library, the Chicago Library was built from Queen Elizabeth from United Kingdom and all that. They didn't have a library until she sent over all those books. And then you had relief housing and the metropolitan. It made it a bigger and better place. Okay? The cause of the fire is still a mystery. The judge let the O'Learys go on that one. Okay? What building survived? The Chicago Water Tower. It survived and it's still standing today. What stands on Mr. and Mrs. O'Leary's barn today? The Chicago Fire Academy. There you go. There it is right there. Thank you all for stopping in to see me. We want to do a big shout out for Distracted Me Imaginary. This is our patron. We call her Demi. She's the one that gave me my topic for today. I appreciate you all stopping in to see me. Much love, everybody. You guys rock. You're one of a kind. You're special to me. Every one of you that come in here and help me out is special to me. We want to share. We want to share our love and we want to grow. And I want you to become a part of me. Okay? I want you to be a part of this community that we're growing. Come on back and see me. Y'all have a blessed day. Bye bye for now.